Hey, welcome to Fish Off the Pitch. I believe this is Jeremy Fishbein over here. Yeah, that's him. Still good looking guy. Is this like incognito or is this morning? What is this, Coach? I might have to do all the talking today. Fishbein? Coach Fishbein?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, there you are.
What's going on?
What were you doing? Where were you at?
Kind of replaying a few of the games from this season.
Okay. I mean, you had an excellent soccer team, and you didn't have the excellent result at the end that you obviously wanted because your program is geared to make the NCAA tournament. How difficult is that for you as a coach and for your players? I mean, you guys know you're good enough to be there, and I think this team probably could have been in the Final Four, but it didn't happen. You want to talk about that?
So what are you saying, bad coaching?
No, I'm not saying bad coaching. Soccer is a weird game. Well, how many teams did you outshoot
Bad
this year?
coaching, probably.
17 of 18?
Yeah.
You outplayed probably 95% of the teams you played, maybe more. So I'm not about to suggest bad coaching, but it's just the way soccer goes. How do you feel about it?
About what?
About how the season ended.
I mean, the season ended, and the tournament hasn't started, so that about sums it up. I'm not feeling too good about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I mean, what kind of question is that? You're a veteran. You've done this for years. What do you think? I'm happy? Think I'm
I know you're
dancing
not
in the
happy.
streets? You think it's been a party the whole time? You think these sunglasses are on because I've been out all night celebrating? Huh?
No, you're making me feel bad,
Well, you
Coach.
don't know. That's
You're
just
making me-
it. The problem is you just don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know what it feels
It's not my
like.
team. I know how much heart and effort you and your players put into your season.
How do you know? Have you played on our team?
You know,
Have you been there for every practice, every meal?
I just
Have
know.
you been there in the locker room?
I just know because I've committed to things over the years too, whether it's kids or family or sports or whatever, and I understand the type of commitment you make. It has to be, you have to be hurting right now.
What do you mean hurting?
Hurting, aren't you hurting?
You know, I don't hurt. I just re-energize. I'm ready to roll.
Okay.
I'm pissed off. I'm angry, hostile, furious.
I can tell.
No, on all serious
And
note.
I'm the one getting
But
I'm
on
the
a
one getting
serious
beat
note,
up here.
No, I mean, I'm disappointed. I'll be honest with you. Really
Okay.
disappointed. And I think as a coach, the first thing you got to look at is you look at yourself, and you hit the nail on the head. We had an excellent team. We outplayed teams. Yeah, there's questions to be asked, and you know, first thing I got to look at, I got to really look long and hard at myself. And I think we got a little bit complacent. We kept thinking it was going to come, and it didn't come. So it was a good season in that it was 11-6-1.
Mm-hmm.
Attacking soccer, attractive soccer, great group of guys, you know, unified, great students, great in the community, winning record. But at the end of the day, you know, our goal was to be in the NCAA tournament and play some games at home, and we didn't accomplish our goals. So it was disappointing. And like I said, in all sincerity, you do have to look at yourself. And maybe we got away from some of the things that kind of the program's founded upon. And it's kind of a little bit of a blue-collar mentality, a toughness, able to hold 1-0 leads, able to shut teams out. And I think we got away from it a little bit. We were so talented and we created so much, we just kept thinking it was going to happen. And you know, most seasons you figure the bounces are going to kind of even out. Mm-hmm. And it didn't even out. You know, things didn't really go our way this year. And that's okay, because if you're a really good team, luck doesn't play such a significant role over the course of 18 games. And you know, I can't put my finger on it exactly. You know, in terms of the players, I thought they were magnificent. You know, the 6 seniors, those are the guys I feel for the most. You know, those are great players who've put their heart and soul into this program, and they didn't get the reward that they all expected, you know, which was a shot at a national title. You know, the coaching staff, Paul Souders, Mike Grazik, Salva Biller, Keith Cross, and those guys were unreal. Terry Kelly, our SID, the whole staff was phenomenal. So I'm not going to just say, hey, it was one of those years, because I think that's letting yourself off the hook. You know, it's gonna take a little bit to get over it and really do a thorough assessment of every aspect of the program, and we'll get better as a result of it. That's for sure. You know, I don't want to be in this situation again, but you know, at the end of the day, proud of the guys. Really proud of the guys.
When you go back and evaluate, do you actually look at the game? I'm sure you do. You look at the games and what happened that might not should have happened or should have happened, and then you look at training, you look at attitude, you look at toughness. I mean, I guess you try to take in every factor conceivable that affects the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely key moments that you could maybe clip out 10, 15 moments over the course of the season, both our opportunities to score goals or giving away goals that, you know, if they'd gone a little bit differently, some of that was luck, some was skill. You know, did you hit the post in some critical times? But, you know, at the end of the day, we just didn't get it done. And I think that's all there is to it. And it is disappointing because we take a lot of pride and probably have a bit of arrogance about us. And when you have that, hey, you get humbled and you fall, you know. There's nothing else to say. And really, nobody, unless you've been in the same situation, you can really feel, you know, feel this bad where you've let a lot of people down. And most of all, it's the guys, because they're going to have this memory with them, and it's going to haunt them a little bit. And I think each guy that saw a lot of minutes probably in his mind says, man, there were these one or two moments over the course of the season. If I'd done something a little bit different, it would have changed the outcome. And it was that close. We were one game away from being in, and probably one upset away from being in, where, you know, there were some conference championships where
some upsets.
The favorite didn't go. But you know, that's the mark of a good team, is you don't leave it in the hands of others to determine your fate. You determine your own fate.
You don't want to be in that gray area.
Yeah,
where
it's on
things
us.
happen.
It's on us. And I think you'd probably analyze it differently if you were below 500 or you hadn't played a good schedule. There's just a lot of factors. You know, when so much is dependent upon the RPI, which is, you know, the ratings, ratings percentage index. We scheduled some teams that were, you know, preseason top 20 teams, Northridge and VCU, and we figured they were going to have great seasons, and we beat both of those teams, but weren't really rewarded for it because they both had real tough seasons. So, you know, you back to the drawing board. You know, you feel bad about it. You feel sorry for yourself a little bit, but you got to quickly get back on the horse, as will our guys. You know, they'll start lifting weights tomorrow, and they'll recover pretty quickly. And come January, we'll start preparing for the next season. And you don't want to forget this season. You can't let yourself off the hook and just say, hey, that one's done, on to the next one. It's not that simple, because for 6 of the guys, there isn't a next one. And you got
to probably the toughest, the seniors who.
Yeah.
The other guys can come back and be hungry and make up for things they weren't happy with, but the seniors, it's unless they go pro.
Well, I think some of them. I think they'll continue to play, quite a few of them, but you know, it's just not the memory that they wanted. And those guys have been part of some huge things here at UNM. You know, they've attained a lot of highs, and this would be the low. This would be the low point of their career. So, you know, you can try to be philosophical and say, oh, well, it's going to make you better. You got to take a step back to go 2 steps forward, and only time will tell. But right now, you know, a day after the selection show, yeah, it hurts. And we'll get over it. You know, it's not the first time I haven't been in the NCAA tournament. It's the second. No, I think it's the third. But, yeah, you get used to it. Maybe you take things for granted. So it's a good reality check for me. And this was a stressful season. I think as a head coach, I probably spread myself a little bit thin. We had a lot of new personnel involved. And, you know, I got to really assess what my strengths are and how I can best help our guys. I got a lot of thinking to do, and I'm going to be better next year, and I know our guys are going to be better next year. So the support was tremendous. You know, we love New Mexico. We love our supporters, and I think there's exciting stuff in store, and we're going to work hard. We're going to work really, really hard to make sure this doesn't happen again. And I'm going to try to be happy. I'm going to get back after it. Give me a couple more days, and the show's been awesome. You've been incredible. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And yeah, signing off, I guess, for 2014.
Okay, well, I hope I'm back next year. I know you will be, Coach.
I'll be here. I'm planning on coaching about another 40 more years here.
40, huh?
Yeah, I figure into my
Coach into your 70?
into my 80s. Yeah, that would take
Maybe your
me.
70s, Coach.
You just never know. You never know. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
everybody, especially our seniors. Those guys have been phenomenal. Patrick Pabletti, Riley McGovern, Nick Mealy, Matty Gibbons, James Rogers, O'Neill Fisher. You know, they're going to be missed, but we're going to be back, and we're going to get one for them.
Okay, next
All
year.
right. Thanks a
Fish
lot.
off the pitch.
Thank you.
Cut.
All right.